Hi Flosstube, my name is Katie Carney and this is my video number 23. It is Sunday the 17th of May and it is Sunday afternoon. This is like the 5th time that I've restarted this video, which I have never done ever in all the times I have my 22 other videos. I have never stopped and then restarted, let alone this many times. I don't know what's going on. I think probably because in my update, in so many floss tubes, the people are very actively not talking about COVID, but it's such a big part of my vernacular and life right now that I feel weird not talking about it. But then when I am talking about it, I've been starting over. So anyway, I'm just gonna do what I always do, which is tell you that I am still under a stay-at-home order. My grandmother and I are still okay. Our case count in my county is continuing to rise. COVID has really attacked our nursing homes. The National Guard is in a nursing home about a half a mile from me, helping out. There's been some real scandal with our governor and the head of Pennsylvania's health department this week. It's all been very complicated to watch, and then having to read between the lines and get the truth out, and then feeling bamboozled by politicians. It's a lot. But anyway, we are healthy here. My grandmother is still working on the puzzle. I hope you guys don't mind the updates every 2 weeks. It's only been a week since my last floss tube, so there won't be a puzzle update till next week. But she's really enjoying that. Funny story. So Wednesday, I went downstairs and the puzzle, if you don't know, my grandmother and I are working on a 3,000 piece puzzle and it takes up the entirety of our dining room table. So I go downstairs during work and she's sitting at the dining room table and she has like a little Lay's bag of chips and she's eating it in front of the puzzle. And she looks at me and she said, "Katie, we can't eat while working on the puzzle." And I look at the chips in her hand. Now, I assumed that she was going to say, "We can't work on the puzzle while we're eating because we're going to get chips on it or grease." That wasn't it. I said, "All right, but why?" "Well, I was sitting here eating this bag of chips, Katie, and I was chewing on them, and all of a sudden I chewed on a puzzle piece." She ate a puzzle piece. And I laughed so hard that I was crying. My grandmother, my 84-year-old grandmother, ate a puzzle piece. Oh, God bless us. So no eating at the puzzle because you might accidentally pick up a piece and put it in your mouth like you're a toddler. This puzzle is gonna put me in an early grave. She likes when I set the pieces out for her, like in the right color, so she can just put them together and then she gets the credit. I will say she works several hours a day on the puzzle, and I'm lucky if I put 15 minutes in because my problem is I have many hobbies. So I cross stitch, I knit, I sew, and I have a full-time job, and I'm trying to walk for bare minimum an hour a day, if not like an hour and a half a day. So there doesn't really leave much time. And then I have to sleep. And I cook, I do all the cooking for both of us. So I don't have puzzle time. But I am going to work on it this afternoon. The reason I'm recording early is because I fully finished a really big project. Yes, well, I fully finished it today and I finished the project last night. My hands hurt, so I probably need a little bit of a break. Like I said, I have recorded this 5 times, so I don't remember what I've told you, but I did see Mark this week. He stopped by on Thursday. It's always so good to see him. This has been really difficult, that we travel a lot. I'm sure if you've watched my floss tubes, you know, and we obviously haven't been doing that. And then because of the stay-at-home order, he can't just stop by and see me in the evenings after work. And it's just, for me, been very hard. Talking on the phone is great, and people always say, well, why don't you video chat? Well, that's just not who he is as a person, which is fine, because like video chatting at night, like I feel like I have to do something, but we're fine. Everything, it's difficult. I miss him. And I miss like my dad, like even though I've seen him, it's like from 10 feet away. Um, it's just hard. I miss my people and shopping. I really, really miss shopping. I had to go to Walmart last Saturday. Yeah, because I got Fantastic Beasts, and I am telling you, it's like a drug for me. I miss shopping. Anyway, you guys are here to hear about cross stitch, so I will try to remember to put that around the 6-minute mark. I start talking about cross stitch. So let's talk FFOs. I am going to start with the small one. This morning I got the sewing machine out because I'm working on a patchwork quilt, and I was continuing on that, and I decided that I better finish the basket of eggs, which I need to send to the person who won this. I'm so sorry. I just haven't had time to get an envelope and get it in the mail, but this will go out this week, I promise. I'm sorry. But anyway, Basket of Eggs by Shakespeare's Peddler. I finished this, I guess, about a month ago. No, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And I couldn't decide if I was gonna frame it, or make like a pillow. And I thought about framing it, but I don't have any square frames, and I obviously can't go shopping, so pillow it is. And I have like a little, it's covered in other things right now. I have like a little, gotta take my blue light glasses off there. I had a little tray that I got at Hobby Lobby before all this started. So I'm just going to add it in there, however it'll fit. I need to dust to the tray later. It's intense how much dust I make in my, it's an old house, the windows are open, I'm here all the time. Anyway, so this is, it says eggs up there, this is Basket of Eggs. And then this is just one of the fabrics that I'm using for the quilt I'm working on. And it's actually a scrap, it's 2 pieces. So I just sewed it all the way around and then sewed the 2 pieces together, and I really like it. I think it's very cute. So I think my pillow making is slowly but surely coming along. And you know, at least I didn't sew the fabric on backwards this time. So that's my first FFO. And now, and that was, I used the, it was a kit from Kit and Stitcher, so it was Weeks and Straw Linen, also by Weeks. And then I did not use the button, and the button will be going to Michelle, who won. So it's going out this week. I'm the worst, and I'm sorry. Okay, so I have a ring light, and let me show you without the ring light. So I need the ring light, and you need the ring light so that you can see me. I got it for work, and it has been a game changer. But for this big FFO, for me to show it to you, I'm going to have to go back because there is glass on it. But this is my gingerbread village. It is done. Look at that. I'm so excited. It's done. It's done. It's done. Look at, oh my God. Okay, so now I'm going to come closer because I did this last one here this week. I think I started it on Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, and then a lot of yesterday I worked on that little guy down there. There's a lot of stitching in that, believe it or not. But hang on, maybe YouTube will, hopefully YouTube will use that. But so I started this during 24 hours of cross stitch in August, and I marathoned the 3 Lord of the Ring movies, and I got this one and this one done. And then before Christmas, I got this one and this one done, and thought about breaking it up and just doing the first 4 as the gift for Mark's mom, and then I didn't. And then Rocio, Kokohama Stitcher, she pointed out to me like 6 weeks ago, she's like, "Are you ever going to work on that again?" And I was like, "I should." So I pulled it back out and I did. So this was the next row, obviously. I love that train. Sorry about the ring light. I love that train. It's so cute. I think I might stitch the train again for my grandmother for Christmas. I've not decided yet, but we love trains. My grandfather was a railroader. And then I am very proud of this roof and this roof. But like my stitching from the top row, like you can't see obviously because this isn't a high definition video, to the bottom are very, very different. I was planning to have this professionally framed in town, but I don't know when the framer is going to open. I don't know how much of a backlog they already have, and I am terrible when I finish something. I want to give it right away. So I went up to the attic today for something different and found a frame that had an old Navy picture of my great uncle from World War II that was not original to the frame. And I took it down to my grandmother and I was like, "Hey, are we using this frame or can I have it?" And she's like, "Oh, I just put that," the picture had been rolled, so she put it in a frame to try to flatten it out, and she did, and now it's flat. So I took that frame. She washed it for me because she's the best, but she cut herself, so then there was like neosporin and blood, and of course, why not? But I used foam core. Sarah K. Stitches, she had a big sheet of foam core when this whole quarantine first started, and we started chatting, and I used it to frame Alas and Did My Saviors Bleed by Lindy Stitches, and now I just used a big piece to frame this, and now there's like a little bit left. So, but I really like framing with foam core. I don't know, I know it's not archivally correct, but that's okay. And then I did leave the glass on. One, because I don't know if his mom is going to want to have to try to take care of a cross stitch piece, and 2, because the glass is already there, so I might as well leave it. And I think you can see the stitches through the glass. But the problem is, because it was glass and foam core, there was no room to put the backing on the frame. So, and I don't have any craft paper here. I would steal some from work, but I can't go to the office. So I asked Mark if he thought his mom would mind, or if she had craft paper. She's a sewer, so I'm sure she does, a seamstress. And he said yes. So I did sign it. It just says Katie Carney, August 2019 to May 2020, because I started in August. And this is the biggest thing I've done, I think. I did a Satsuma Street was my second project, and that was full coverage and pretty big. And like the birth announcements and stuff all seemed really big, but this feels like the biggest thing I've done. So that's it. Gingerbread Village. So proud. So this is on 32 count lamb's wool. It's a Country Cottage Needleworks pattern, and I used DMC. I'm glad I used the DMC because I don't think that this really required a variegated floss. So it's done. Yay. It feels really big to have finished this. And then next week on Sunday will be 1 year since I started cross stitching. So if I still have this, you'll probably have to look at it again because we're going to talk about how my stitching has changed in a year. I'm going to pull out one of my whips, which is an ABC baby blanket that's probably going to become a UFO. and then look at what I'm stitching now. So just seeing the change in my stitching. So I can't believe it's been a year. It's crazy, but this is done. I don't know why I'm so proud, but I'm so proud of this. Like, I'm stupid proud. This is big. It was really big and it's done. So whenever I see Mark again, he will get it. And then, excuse my rump. Sorry about the view. So now I get to put all of the leftover floss away, which there really wasn't a ton. I've got a couple things of the darker brown. This is the border brown, but the gingerbread colored brown, this color, that's all that's left. So I got very lucky. And then I only used a single skein of red, I think, for that whole thing. But I'm actually really, Marty sent me 2 things of blank white, and thank God, because I broke into one of the ones she gave me. I wouldn't have been able to finish. So thank you again. I would have been distraught if I couldn't have finished this stupid thing. So I think I'm probably gonna resell these because I make photocopies and use working copies. So these came out of the package to be photocopied and then they went right back in. So if anybody resells patterns, let me know how you do it. I was thinking just eBay, and I would just sell the whole lot of them all together for like $50, which is much, much cheaper. I paid, I think it was $6 a pattern, and there's, so I spent $66 plus tax and shipping. So I think 50 is a good deal on eBay. So it's done. Biggest project. I'm just so proud and happy. So then, believe it or not, I do have an FO because it is Stitchsania. So every time I finished a gingerbread house, I was going back and working on an ornament. So this week, I'm sorry, hold please. This week, from Enjoy Cross Stitch at Christmas, I worked on this one. So it's all done. There we go. But here I want to use a gold braid, like actual like metallic gold, and put 2020. And I can't find the DMC one I have, so once I unearth that, I will put 2020 on there, and then that one will be actually done. And then next, so that's the 3 that I have the felt ornament blanks for. No, it's not. That's 2. So the third one, don't look at the patterns, will be that one. So I'm going to work on that. I might start that tonight and hopefully finish it tomorrow. I started it once before, messed it up, and I'm going to have to start it again. So that is what it is. And then I do think, because I have the floss, I am going to work on the cards and then just finish them myself because they are cute. And I have the floss and the fabric, so I might as well do it already. So that is my 3rd Christmas ornament of 20 done, which I'm very proud of. So once I finish the next ornament, I will pick my long dog, which is Pavane for these times. And I know I show you guys this every week, and I'm sorry. I am using Confederate Gray for this, and it is I think it's 28 count. So that's what I have done so far. So what I'm doing is, it's 3 pages across, 3 pages across. Is it 11? Hang on. It's 28 count. The pattern is 9 pages, so it's 3, 3, and 3. So I think what I'm gonna do is, for the rest of Stitchsania, is I have been breaking up the floss on a floss ring, which was here somewhere. And it's DMC 336. And I have, where did that floss ring just go? I have like 2.5 hanks of it left. So I have 2 that haven't been cut down at all. And then a little bit left on a floss ring. So my thought is that I will finish whatever's on that ring. Oh, there it is, under my chair. So I'll finish what's on this ring and then do an ornament. I have to tell you though, I really want a new start, like a big new start. And Lindy Stitches is doing like a Stitchsania giveaway to, I think, her shop or Etsy, I don't remember which. You just have to start one of her projects in May. And I have Mary Mary like ready to go. Hang on, I will get it out. So I'm back. I have Mary Mary. I have the fabric. I've got, whoops, I'm dropping floss on the floor, but I have the floss. Oh, I love the floss. So I have a feeling that I'm going to treat myself to a big start, because I can't just have one big project. 2 is probably one too many, but 2 is enough. So I actually think I will finish the hank of DMC on pavane, do an ornament, start Mary Mary, and then I'll just figure out a stopping point on Mary Mary and go back to pavane. And I'll probably, after Stitchsania, continue working on ornaments, just to get out ahead of it. But I don't know. So that's my plan. Ornament, pavane, ornament, Mary Mary, ornament, pavane, etc., 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 until they're all done. But there's something about finishing something really big that makes you want to start something big and new. I don't know. Oh. So we'll see. So that's my plans, and then I really don't have much haul because I have 2 big orders out that I'm waiting for. I emailed Bush Mountain Stitchery or whatever it is about my roller frames, because I understand that it's 2 to 8 weeks, but it's been like 7 and I haven't heard anything. And I mean, they took my money, and I understand they're in Massachusetts and they're closed, but they are shipping because they shipped part of my order, but I haven't heard anything. And like, if I'm to get them by 8 weeks, they would have needed to ship by now. So I called and they're not checking their messages. So I emailed like Wednesday and I still haven't heard anything. And I don't mind, like, they can take 12 weeks, although I do want them. But I just want to know that they're coming, and if they're not going to be coming, like, give me my money back or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to know what's going on, and I guess that's probably a control issue on my part, not the fault of the company. But I just want to know. And then my really big order from a cross stitch shop in Baltimore, I actually had to call her last week because my credit card expired at the end of May, and I kept hoping that she would charge me, and then she didn't, and I had to call her and give her my new credit card number. And I was like, so do you think like by July? And she's like, oh, I hope so. And I was like, I mean, it's fine. I'm not stressed. I just wanted to know. And then like she didn't give me a total, which is fine. But like a lot of the fancy floss that I ordered from her was on sale at the time, and I'm assuming she's still gonna give me the sale price, but I don't know. So we'll see. Um, it is what it is. Like, I mean, with shipping and stuff, I understand that it's all crazy. I just, particularly with the roller frames, because I know that I'm buying them from a vendor who orders them from the person who makes the roller frames. I just want to know, like, are they coming or not? Um, and then the big order from Baltimore, I had told her, because she's like, I can send you what I have. And I was like, no, no, like, just send it all together. Because one, I don't want to pay shipping twice, and I'm sure she wouldn't charge me shipping twice, but I don't want to pay it once and then have her pay it once. I'd rather it just all come together. So anyway, my only bit of haul is from Stitchy Princess on Etsy. Let me take it out of the sleeve. It's just I don't even know where I saw it, but my best friend loves gnomes, my friend Susie. So I ordered that for her. I sent it to her and I said, do you like this? And she said, yeah. And it's like a $6 pattern. And so I favored it and figured I'd go back and buy it at some point. Well, I logged into Etsy for something else, and it was on sale for $4.22, so guess who bought it? Hang on. Sorry. So it was only $4.22, so obviously I had to get it. But that's all the haul I have. Wow, that's weird. I usually have much more haul than that. All right. So last week I was giving away Lizzie Kate Chocolate Lovers with the buttons. And I asked my house robot, Alexa, to pick a random number. And she did. And she picked number 4. And that was, hang on one second, I'll pull it up. Linda, it's like CR, hang on. Screenshots. Linda CRAIK, Crake. So Linda, you left me 3 pretty little stars. So if you want to send me an email, it's cathercar@gmail.com, and I will put it below. I will get your address and I will send that right out to you. I am going to do another giveaway this week because I'm having fun doing them, and because I feel like it's going to be a giveaway a week until the world opens back up. So this week I'm going to give Told in a Garden, and 2 people have given me this pattern, so I want to pass one of them along. So this is Told in a Garden is the company, and then I'm assuming the pattern is called My Quilt, and it's 5 by 9.5 on 16 count sandalwood, or 6 3/8 by 10 5/8 on 14 count sage Ada. Guys, this pattern is so old, but it was handwritten. Like, that was handwritten. The key, how cool is that? And it calls for DMC, so you'll be able to get the colors. So if you would like this lovely little pattern, please leave me a comment below and I will pick someone. Apparently when I do weekly videos, they're about a half hour long. It's when I don't talk to you for 2 weeks that you have to listen to me for 40 minutes. I know this was a rambly video. I just really wanted to get on and show you guys my beautiful gingerbread village that I love so much, that is finally done. I feel very accomplished. I'm very proud. So, yay. I hope you guys are well and safe, and I hope that things are good where you are. I hope that if you I watched Rocio's video this week and a couple others, and I am constantly reading articles. I read an article, and it was about people living in the International Space Station. And it is around month 2 that they start to get a little squirrely. You really start to miss things like being able to go to the store, or being able to go outside, or being able to see people other than the people in the International Space Station. And for most of us, we are in month 2 of this stay at home, quarantine, self isolation, whatever your government is calling it. So for all of us, we're starting to see that little bit of the sanity kind of creeping out as we want desperately to have a little bit a sense of normalcy again. And who knows when or if or what normal is going to be when all this is over. I know that texting people for me has been really good. Cross-stitching and reaching out to people has been really helpful to me. I have been really lucky in that during this time, I have made some new cross-stitch friends and have people that I can reach out and talk to. And then, I mean, I have a lot of friends in real life, and we do like Zoom calls, although I've discovered I don't really like Zoom calls. But when I walk, I wear my Bluetooth headphones, and I often call someone so that we can talk while I'm walking. Mark sends me funny texts throughout the day, and that helps. And I mean, I am here with my grandmother, and I love her. So both I love her, and I'm really glad that we're together. And then on like Wednesday of this week, I was like, I need a break. And like, I have my own space here, but I'm used to traveling a lot. So it was a rough week, but it's okay now. Part of my problem is definitely hormonal. So I do know that. And it's hard because like intellectually I'm like, I know this is my hormones, but anyway, the point of this is if you need to reach out, please do. And also my email address will be below. If you want me to send you a note or a card, I love sending mail. Even if I haven't sent out Michelle's pattern from last week yet. I love sending mail, and I have a lot of stamps. I bought a lot the last time I was at the post office. So leave me a comment, send me an email, and I will happily send you a card, because I know that getting mail that's not a bill is always nice. So please take care of yourselves, be safe, be well. We're gonna get through this. If you need to talk, let me know. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will talk to you soon.